Glamorous, yeah. Dr. Amanda Noelle here, founder of Aphrodite University, helping women healers birth sexy six-figure blissnesses that heal the planet. Okay, so I have a huge download happening right now and it's making me really emotional, and I just want to say I'm freaking sick of the 6- and 7-figure business coaching models out there. It just does not work for the high priestess. It does not work for the healer. And most of all, it doesn't work for the magical inner child. There's not enough magic right now. If you look in the online business world, every single 6-figure business owner who's teaching how to do 6-figure businesses is really kind of mean, boring, focused on templates, gotta follow the rules, and there's no mention of magic. There is so much an over-focus on the masculine and not enough of the focus on the feminine. I want to stand up as somebody who's created a 6-figure blissness through her magic, her creative energy, through having no plan really, but just knowing like spirit is guiding her. And then from there, I would find business templates and models and sort of integrate them in, but not really fully, not even really knowing what I'm doing. And I want to share that that is so okay. If you don't even have a business template, but if you're going out there and you are offering an offer, you're making an offer, you are letting people know that you offer results. There are some huge mistakes that we women healers make in our blissnesses that sabotage us from making any money or making more than, say, $4,000 a year, which is where I was stagnant at for 10 years. And I was an ancient soul with these amazing channeling gifts, and I know you have these gifts as well. I could clear people's auric fields and they would manifest a beloved, or they would clear their knee pain, or they would call in the new housing situation or lots of money. As an intuitive, as a healer, we have the Christ codes, really the crystal codes within us. We're activated, we're ready to use these, we want them, and we're afraid to make money. That is the #1 reason. We're not owning the 6-figure blissness systems. I've seen so many 6- and 7-figure coaches out there, and I bow to them for teaching me some really powerful leveraged models, but they're not sharing the major secret to building a 6-figure blissness. If you're a hippie healer, a high priestess, a powerful sorceress, a healer from, multidimensional dimensions, a woman who cares about the world, a woman with compassion, with a fierce, fiery passion that's perhaps even been suppressed, and she's terrified, the #1 thing is your feminine magic. This feminine magic is a secret. It's now time to come out into the light. It's time to share it. There's womb wisdom in your body. You can activate codes. You can orgasmically attract your soulmate clients, and you do need a small dose of templates. I like to use the 20-80 rule. 80% magic, 20% templates. I see that being reversed, and boring business coaches are saying you need 80% template, 20% magic. And when I hired my coaches, every time I was making money, it's because I wasn't listening to them fully. I was taking about 20% and then 80% was my magic. When I tried and I played and I tried to implement every launch formula, every single thing they taught me, my business went from $7,000 a month to around $3,000 a month, and it stagnated there during the time where I was working intensively on trying to fit into this box. I tore up the box, and then my business went to $15,000, and that was in a month, my first $15,000 month, by using my mastertation tools. So womb wisdom is just as valid, and I don't want any feminine creature on this planet to think that the masculine systems of structures is any better than the feminine. They go together. And as a divine feminine healer, you absolutely need to marry your feminine first. Marry yourself. Don't listen to any coach who tells you to do anything, even if they're fantastic, even if you love them, even if they're like your best friend, your ideal role model. Even my clients are like, I love you, Amanda. And I'm like, listen to what I say and take in whatever percentage is good for you. But listen to yourself first. Always filter with the self-love, the self-marriage. Otherwise, you can't hit holy matrimony. You can't marry your cash king if you haven't married your own decisions. So at Aphrodite University, we focus on magic and play and pussy power and monthly Masturbation Mondays, as well as having direct how-tos, like how do you create a business launch? How do you do Facebook marketing? How do you create a 7-figure orgasmic website? Yes, we do that because it's important. 20%, it's important. But the 80% is the celebration, the divine feminine magic, and holding the inner child, creating community, and birthing the blissness through orgasmic birthing, not through this militant get in the stirrups and have a doctor tell you exactly how to push. My friend Katie, she birthed her child miraculously about a year and a couple months ago. And she had the umbilical cord wrapped around her child's neck 4 times. They didn't discover this until the baby was out. Of course, they would have done a cesarean. She naturally birthed this child in the hospital. There were some complications, so she moved from her home with the midwife to the hospital. And the doctors told her to do this. The nurses told her to do that. Push, put your butt like this, put your chin down. And she was going, I'm a psychic. Hold on, hold up. I'm going to birth orgasmically and I'm going to listen to myself. She kicked all the mean nurses out. She said, give me 30 minutes of silence, because they said, 30 minutes, you're going to get a cesarean. She said, give me 30 minutes of my divine magic. She birthed her son, not from her muscles, not how they were telling her, and she ended up birthing without tearing in that portion. She'd already torn a bit, but she naturally birthed her son, and he's healthy. He didn't have to go through an epidural or a cesarean or anything like that, because she listened to her womb wisdom, and that's exactly what I love teaching women to do in their blissnesses. So I'm so excited for this new paradigm. I want you to share how you want the new 6-figure, 7-figure blissness paradigm to feel for yourself. And I want you to know that it's absolutely okay if you're selfishly pleasurable, blissed out, and you clear all the fear and you're just happy all the time. It's fine. It's fine if the path has brambles and you're clearing it, but you need to know that your pleasure is your purpose. And your purpose is to share the pleasure on this planet, to create heaven on earth. And the feminine needs to be validated and understand that she is so effing priceless. Thanks for joining me today. Go ahead and subscribe. Come to a free class at www.aphroditeuniversity.org/free-class so that you can learn how to blast open your bliss in a community of sea stars and have so much fun. It's free. I look forward to seeing you there. Namaste, namasko.